Everybody, welcome back to VectorSigma.info. Today I have a super special guest. Welcome Nick Weidman to the channel. How you doing, Nick?
Doing well, Dan. How are you this evening?
I'm doing all right, doing all right. We got a little bit of a fun game to watch tonight. Definitely a little different from last night, so that's cool. So on our left we have Steffon, and he's playing Perceptor Sky Shadow. Blue control, he has the mix with the PTT and stuff like that. And then on our right, we have another Quake deck. This one's definitely a little different from last night's. He doesn't have the improvised shields, or he's definitely less orange, more black. So it's a little bit different than like I would say your traditional Quake list.
I'd agree. It looks like he definitely went hardcore with the direct damage and pierce instead of the actual just orange pip route.
Yeah, I agree. He definitely was like hardcore on my horrible triggers, so I'm okay with it. I respect the horrible trigger one.
Yes, always good. I'm a little curious though he still didn't run the disruptor blades.
Is he offering us gum? Did you see that?
I did not. My breath smelled that bad through microphone. We're gonna have some issues.
He's just like putting gum up to the screen. I'm like, what the hell? Like, all right,
is that his judge call?
That's his judge call. All right. I don't think we need to get too into this, and we've been waiting for a little bit while to get started. So let's just get it going, and we'll discuss as we go along. All right, gentlemen. Time is going to start, and you are free to begin. Good luck. All right, there we go. Hit my timer button. Bing, bing. All right, so I did miss who won the die roll.
Looks like I would assume Ventrick won it with making Steffon go first.
Yeah, I agree.
I found I played that exact same basically deck in one of them different event, and that deck outside of a few rare cases really prefers to go second.
I agree. Gets a little poke at horrible here. Now, is that the way you would go with that? Trying to poke at horrible, or could you try to take a damage on Quake there?
So against Quake, I usually try to put the damage on him, right? Because normally what I'd aim for with what Steffon's trying to do is try to KO Quake as soon as possible with Perceptor. But obviously with him going first, it's not as easy to get rid of Quake.
Yeah, and I'm fairly confident Steffon doesn't have any supporting fires in his list, which in the tournament there was a giant uptick in supporting fires as a whole across the board. Like in the first constructed event we had, there was 0 supporting fires registered. In this one, there was like 20.
Yeah, for his list, I'm not sure it's the greatest, just with already having to run the 3 showing offs and his inclusion of the one shall stand, even more blank pips.
Yeah. Already
makes it even less blue than it already is. Which he's going to need some decent flips here.
Yeah, and because he
keep his guys alive.
He has the main decked belligerence here is also. I forgot that he did have those main decked.
I want to find out later how much use he's gotten out of those.
I agree. I
think they're still good with Sky Shadow, but knowing he's not running his heavy blue, if it's ever come back to bite him more than it's helped him.
Right. Yeah, I ended up boarding them, but I didn't even really want to do that, to be honest. So
yeah,
they've been okay.
Really, it's been one of those cards I've actually found myself cutting more
in blue decks, and like I think we kind of all assumed they were going to be a little bit better for blue mirrors, but really it's just like, let's just make my Perceptor bigger.
I will agree with that one. All right. Be interesting to see here what comes off of Perceptor's first flip. See where he goes with it.
We did get an early grenade. That's pretty sweet. Well, there's an early showing off, so where everyone likes that.
Oof.
So, end hostilities is not nearly as good because, as we said before, it's not an overkill of orange. So it's really just gonna be what most of the time it's gonna be the pierce damage anyway. And Steffon knows the deck list, so I'm sure he knows that himself. But the showing off very good. Kimmy and Crash helps him direct his KOs,
looks like
but
good split to me.
That's probably where I end up. I mean, either way, I guess.
He's going showing off regardless.
Right.
This becomes the weird one where he's already got it in hand, but it does not look like it.
I mean, even if we have it in hand, we probably still take that
Yeah.
pile. It's not like Belligerence is doing us anything either, so...
Honestly, I don't even mind having the Belligerence then just out of there, because you know it's not going to help, and it's one less thing you'll flip on defense.
Right.
Because obviously he's running the 3-piece through Tyrannies in this blue, so he does have the chance to get lucky with some flips here with the Bolt too. I've noticed that has always been able to factor in.
Let's
and
see.
Steffon's always very aware of what's in his scrap pile.
He definitely named orange or black, and he hit both of them, so he's good. So that's 8.
I wonder if he picks up the Espionage here. Nope. Doesn't want it.
I mean, I'm not sure. I mean, like, obviously you can just like shoot for a grenade launcher or a fusion bore, I suppose, but you know, at that point, without him knowing, it's probably not worth it.
I'd have to imagine it's also in there just in case he's worried about Piece through Tyranny.
Oh yeah. I just meant
this isn't really,
in that
but
turn.
the Quake decks aren't really ones I worry about actually PTTing too often, just because the heads are usually what is in this case the health buff ones.
Right. Nice little wedge formation. It's like my favorite card with Horrible.
Mm-hmm. Especially when he's got the range characters too. He's getting to.
It's nice. It
honestly,
helps.
I actually prefer it when there's not a specialist on the field.
Oh wait, he was in melee mode, right? Or is that tank ranged in that mode?
Let me check here. Well, he's ranged in both. I'm pulling up the image.
I am too.
Yep, he's ranged in both modes,
so
he'd be able to.
Yeah.
And then getting the early erratic energy grenade is always really nice for these Quake decks. It just puts so much pressure on Steffon of when to either try to take the KO.
Yeah.
Or he needs to make sure he's doing the math in his head right, because you don't want that popping off and start the whole Sky Shadow not getting a full advantage of actually playing with the combined character.
Yeah, I mean, 4 damage to the combiner is always just good, so... And then hurting the Perceptor even more, definitely not bad either.
What's your opinion been on Escape Capsule?
I like it in certain decks for sure. Oh, so that was interesting. So I guess he took the first damage and then decided to take cover the second one? Interesting. Unless that's been flipped up the whole time and we just didn't see it on camera. It looks like he just did it though.
He might have been waiting to see if
I'm kind of
upgrade was played there. It still seems, I'm not sure why you would want to, especially with the action play being the first one.
Right.
You don't understand waiting, because especially if he's sending Horrible here, it's not like the Javelin's going to come into play.
Yeah, I think
have any direct damage.
Yeah, like if he had played the capsule first, it's like maybe you hesitate because you're like, oh, maybe I can get him on a Camion or something like that. But I agree. I think I would have just taken it as soon as he played the action.
I'm a little curious to see why he didn't play Disruptor Blades when he's playing the Escape Capsules too. I know the Fusion Borers can kind of be with the Pierce 3s a little bit better against the blue field, but I would almost think being able to combo those two would have been a better option, because it doesn't look like he has anything besides Javelins that would stick around that he could even play.
I think it might have just, in some cases, the +1 might be good enough for whatever. I know that he was like in between on just having more black upgrades. So like I guess if like you're gonna play a black upgrade, and you're not gonna play the blades, you just go, well, I'll just play this orange black and I get quote 2 attacks out of it.
I do like seeing One Shall Stand back in both of these lists. This card's been
it's a good card.
Yep.
I'm a fan.
Last event, I definitely took a cue from you when I saw you, but I was like, that's a good idea. Turns out 3 damage is still good.
Yeah. It's not bad. There's probably a reason we haven't seen 4 yet.
Oh. It is pretty nice that these Sky Shadow pieces are really clean at the moment.
Yeah, I
with
mean,
2 attacks already in.
it could definitely start to get ugly here, depending on what the Perceptor attacks. I almost feel like he maybe isn't trying to KO here.
Which, honestly, is I kind of agree with that
Right,
strategy.
right.
Like, you want Quake to be the first KO if any chance possible.
Right.
So I'm curious, because what I like, what
5,
try to
7.
obviously aim for is after Quake attacks here, if everything's still alive going into Ventrick's turn,
Right.
if he has that PTT, it's a great time to...
Oh, it'll be phenomenal, I agree.
I really haven't seen any flipped. If I may have missed one through there.
Yeah, it's hard to always follow. It's a lot, especially because like you actually have to look at 2 different screens. Kinda, it's not like it's all right in front of you. So it's like, it's definitely like I find myself all the time like missing something. Like I'll always miss like some green that someone ditches, and I'm like, oh, it's not in their hand anymore. What did I miss? Like, and it, yeah.
Scoundrel's Blaster. Do like that though. I'm surprised he was only running 1.
Oof.
In his list.
So we just missed the bull. Left him on 1. Interesting. Yeah, the triggers will work out here, so we'll get the heal and then deal. And then he can still flip the bull. Alright, so we have another take cover. That's interesting.
Not as good as take cover had not been as good as I'd hoped.
Really? I mean...
It's still good, but there's the weird times where it triggers on... The direct damage starts triggering, because it doesn't take cover read if it's only on... a take damage during your opponent's turn.
I will read the exact wording of it right now. Reveal if one or more of your characters would take non-attack damage during your opponent's turn. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's going to get the weird one where it gets if you get the KOs.
Right. Which obviously what he was planning for.
Yeah.
But the idea that you
just he's not playing any reflect damage in the main.
So that Quake just go in for like 0 damage on Perceptor there. I was reading take cover and I was like I untap and it's like nothing happened. Like okay.
Yep. So we'll see here if Perceptor gets him what he wants.
Nope, there it is.
I think it does.
This is definitely the safest 4-0 split I would ever do. I'd be like, all right, well, if you want that PTT, you're not getting any better on your Perceptor.
I would do 1. I would put the Brainstorm away from it, personally. I've loved Brainstorm in this deck. I've honestly thinking about putting multiple.
Yeah, I said to my round 3 opponent, my biggest mistake with the list that I'm playing is not playing a second Brainstorm.
This has been the one where I've actually, like, the more I've played it, the Spies Master's Ruse has done so little for me.
In the Perceptor Sky Shadow list, I agree, but I'm playing the Pound Stack. It's wondrous. It is wondrous.
Yeah, in this exact...
Oh, so he didn't take the PTT, which means he has the PTT, right?
I would think so.
Telltale sign? I mean, it's got to be good here. Like, just PTT my tank and then smack you for 1 billion with my giant Sky Shadow. I'm okay with that. All right, he's got it all. He's got it all.
Yep.
All right, there it is.
Look at the moment. It's still going to be a little... What's he have? 13 health and 2 defense on Quake here.
So 10, and then so he's going to take...
So he'd have 11 on him.
Yeah, he's going to take a bunch of damage this turn, though.
Yeah.
To be honest, like...
I mean, he has to do this. His other action play here has to be, I would think, some sort of direct damage. Because he needs to make sure Quake dies here if he's doing this.
Right.
Or else it's backfires.
Is he calling a judge? Oh, okay. I was like, are we not playing a second card with our Brainstorm? I hope so. Yeah, I agree, Christian. When he wants to move fast, he moves fast. Okay.
Ooh. Okay,
I mean, it just buffs him, yeah.
I mean, with the bold, yep, and then
Yeah. It'll probably one-shot the Quake. I mean, there's a good chance that it does. Like,
he has to paralyzer box,
yeah,
though.
yeah. Like if he names black or orange, and all of a sudden there's a green.
Mm. Well, luckily, all the greens usually have black with them in this one. It looks like, so you can get away with it.
That's fair. That's fair.
But I just think if he misses this, it's. So we'll see.
The odds are in the odds were you should call black, so it's just a matter of if he did or not.
Those are some nice flips there.
That's a big attack. So that's 8, 10, 12,
17?
13. With the paralyzer would be 17. Yeah.
That's
a dead Quake.
He's just gone. Yep.
That's a dead Quake. So 1 to the board. Now this is going to send some triggers regardless, though.
Yes. But with how damaged Horrible already is, I feel like this is gonna.
Well, the Horrible just gets KO'd here. So.
Yeah, I'm gonna say with all the and then Fangry being so little left. Obviously, he's right there in direct damage range, but he's got the grenade too, so that's gonna almost backfire.
At this point,
Ventrick.
Yes.
The grenade actually is working against him. But I mean, in this deck, there are enough.
Yeah, the
direct damage and weapons where you can still.
The triggers specifically there didn't matter, so I didn't have to intervene. It wasn't worth.
Perfect.
It wasn't worth intervening there, guys. he got it all played out before. Like if he had played an upgrade or something instead of the action, it would have been different, but he didn't, so it's okay.
I didn't even see he got the Hollow Matter down at some point.
He played it.
Last turn?
He played it last turn. Yeah.
It looks like he's siding a second one, isn't he?
He might.
No.
No.
Just siding defensive driving. Interesting.
Yeah.
Not. No, with Receptor, anything becomes a green basically. So I don't.
I wonder why he just wouldn't KO the Fangry there. Just get it off the board and whatever. I don't know.
I think he's just gonna let the grenade do the work for him.
Well, it doesn't KO him.
Not yet.
Sure.
He's still gonna get. I mean, because he's obviously still gonna get the swing out of it, but I'm sure. I don't know if he's really. Ooh, you can see the PTT in the hand there. If that's what he's.
Yeah, I don't think that's very good.
No.
I don't think
not. He's in a tight spot. I'm not
13,
trying to
so
peek what
15.
else. I'm leaning forward, trying to feel like my screen. I can actually look over it and see what else.
It doesn't look like It looks like he doesn't have an upgrade in his hand.
No, it was that fight for position, a Camion crash.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah.
I'm seriously peeking over this, thinking I'm actually peeking over his actual hand.
We did know that earlier Steffon had the end hostility, so as long as he didn't pass it out, there's a good chance that that's what the remaining card is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he goes to 11, and he still has 2 health left. Steffon, you're cheating.
Yeah, without a upgrade here.
Yeah,
really
he needed
KO on this Sky Shadow. Oh,
because this doesn't really do anything, right? I mean, I guess it does. It's all right, I deal 2 damage, great, but then now you're just hoping that your guys get there. I don't know.
Yeah, and with not that, like we were saying earlier, with all the black pips compared, only was it 21 orange pips? And you figure 3.
It's low.
Those are a double. Yeah, base attacking with all the bold angry. He's flipping them all right now.
It's you're going over it. I'm yeah, well, it doesn't show right now. It's not a bad hit.
Good flip.
I mean, it's a good defensive flip too, though.
Boy, yeah, 2 double blues on the.
It's probably just whatever the Pierce is anyway, which is 3.
I think he took 2 there.
He was on 13.
Yep.
It's the least Pierce 3 I can see. That was at least Pierce 3. There was 3 black pips in that. It looked like yeah. Thank you.
I guess we'll wait and see what the secret action was.
You were on 13 before. You would have took 3 and went to 16. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, like, even here, like, this would have to be literally Pierce 4.
Yeah.
I mean, once again, all orange. It's probably not even what he wanted, which is the funnier thing, but...
Yeah, that's... the one time you see the orange is the times you don't want them here. But
yeah, he definitely would have... I mean, what do we end up with? He only dealt 1 damage there. So, yeah, not hitting the blacks is definitely caught up funny enough. I mean, like, this game is definitely all but over at this point.
with the javelin here too, that is...
It seems okay.
Yeah. I'd assume that's probably what he wants to pick up regardless here.
Yeah, you just...
Gives them all 4.
Right, you just take
javelin out the Fangry and kill the Grax.
Because the Fangry doesn't even, like... It's not like it KOs your Sky Shadow or anything.
Yep, looks like he's scooping
Yeah.
it up. Yep,
Yeah.
that's a good, smart decision not to waste the time there. Don't think we talk about that enough.
So...
Looking at the...
Steffon definitely brings in his 3rd take cover. I would say he probably brings in the stable cover as well. He might go to the extent of bringing in the Vaporize just to get rid of grenades if he feels that's necessary. But honestly, with all the take covers and the timing and everything, like, I don't think you even need it.
No.
I would... As
Maybe
orange
the
is...
defensive driving comes in, but...
I mean, obviously you bring it in. Like, that's what it's there for.
I wonder why.
It's just a
He does
white.
that
It's a
over
white
another
versus a green.
Yeah.
That's all. I don't
Just
think
between
it's...
the two. I like the static buff.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's better almost all the time, for sure. But, you know, for this matter, you know, it's definitely still good enough because it's like, as long as you're avoiding the Quake triggers, well, it'll be okay.
Yeah. I'm curious what he pulls out. I think in this matchup the hidden fortification probably goes, just knowing how...
Yeah, I mean, the hidden fortification, the smelt...
I do like the one of inclusion of the hidden fortification, though.
Yeah, it has its ups and downs.
I've come back around on having... I've said that I think Tough's still fine as long as it's kind of combination, but I really like the Sky Shadow. Like, built-in Tough is still really good, at least
yeah, I mean,
in my opinion, from what's come on.
It's funny because, like, we didn't see it there, but, like, you know, Ventrick's list is way heavy black, even though those last couple attacks didn't show it. But the fact that he just flipped mostly orange and Steffon's just like, well, I'll just flip my double blues and you don't do any damage.
Yep. I'd say that game that went really according to Steffon's plan, even having to go first there, getting that KO on Quake if that doesn't happen.
Yeah, I agree.
If he lives there, if misses that Paralyzer box, I think it turns it a little bit. I mean, he'd still get the next attack, but having to burn both of them would not be the ideal world.
38 minutes left in the round, guys, just so you know.
I'm still curious he's siding the pocket processor even with Perceptor. He wants those cards.
He brings it in if he were to go into the Chrome Dome.
That makes sense.
That's the only time I would imagine you doing it. I mean, like, I guess you can do it in Blue Mirrors, but realistically you shouldn't have to, so. But yeah, if he goes to Chrome Dome, I imagine it's like, alright, well, I need to get these cards in my hand somehow. I'll still be interested to hear how many times... Chrome Dome is the most sideboarded character in the event, but I'm very curious how many times people actually played him.
Yeah, I mean, I've started to really like Chrome Dome after he murdered me in the sealed event, just taking him and Mind Wipe.
I mean, in the sealed event, he's great, because there's this 8-cost Autobot that's not in the sealed format that's currently on the table. I don't know how he ever made it to the game.
Someone screwed up somewhere.
Hashtag blame Dan. There you go.
Yeah.
My boy Jake.
Your
Jake's
one
not in.
mistake cost us this game.
He's not in. Oh yeah, totally. That's yeah. Well, that's it. Angry shuffles. Angry shuffles.
So I have to think here. I wonder what Ventrick's bringing in. I assume the belligerents probably came in.
Yeah, I think it has to.
Maybe a second counter espionage just to get rid of those take covers.
I mean,
I don't know if 2's really necessary. You just
yeah.
kind of live with it.
You know, he did.
Especially with all the damage happening at multiple different triggers.
So I wonder if he decided to go first this game. Yeah, he did. Because I think if he were to go second, there's a chance he might have boarded into the Doom Shot. It's not a bad card. It's not a bad card, guys. He might. I mean, I doubt it. I said there might have been a chance he put in the end hostilities, but I'd say it's very unlikely.
6 page 4 going into
take 4.
Yep. I'll be curious to hear how much work he's gotten out of the special deliveries too.
I love that card in testing, so I dig it.
As someone I've avoided playing Quake, as we've talked off stream here, is I don't want to learn the triggers.
Yeah.
I'm stubborn. I'll just avoid playing it. That's how this works, right?
Yeah, yeah. I've been like, I'll play Quake because nobody wants to play Quake guy, so that's been me in testing.
Oof. Big hit early.
Smash.
Another early grenade.
There she blows.
So,
triggers.
Get ready, Dan. You're on.
Yeah,
You're
I'm gonna
on deck circle.
All right, so I guess we don't have a follow-up play. Oh, we do. All right.
Nope.
Okay. Okay. All right, more damage on Perceptor.
Seems good.
I mean, 6 damage for your attacks, not, you know. That's rough. It'll be more by the time it's all said and done. Oon.
Still just flipping. As for that, Tough's still good-ish. Good-ish.
Yeah. He just doesn't want to flip those blacks on attack.
Nope, that's the joys of playing the mix pip we've come to see in this.
Period. All just in everything.
The amount of times I wish, like, alright, I just need 2 blues out of this. Tough 2. Tough. And it just,
And then you, like, remember there's, like, 14 non-blue cards in your deck, and you just hit 5 of them.
Exactly.
Alright, so that
Nothing
final
like
card...
some random variants.
What is that bottom? Did you see what the bottom card was? I don't know.
I didn't
Oh, hovercraft. Oh, wait. Now I'm confused. I missed something here, clearly. Oh, he was greening. Oh, he checkpointed. Even better. Now he gets to get all these sweet upgrades back. Ooh, and he gets the smelt. Look at that. We can smelt the grenade if we want to.
See, I've talked to him about this. I've kind of slightly come back around on smelt.
Yep. Yep, I agree.
Just because a lot of the upgrades now aren't sticking around, and obviously right here, with all these weapons scrapping, and not a lot of armors are sticking around either.
Well, I think it's just because reprocess feels worse than it ever has before.
It's like, I don't want to heal you two.
Well, it's not even that you don't want to heal them.
The power cell is usually the thing I want to get rid of, and just the value isn't there to...
Well, there's that. It's the fact that, like, it's just a green, and you're already playing so many non-blues, so, like, the smelt... most of the time will do exactly what the reprocess would anyway, and it's on color, so like it actually kind of just makes sense.
However, you do get to lose the fun play of healing your character outside of...
It does happen from time to time. If you're playing Healing Optimus, then you just play reprocess.
I thought we were talking about good decks here, Dan.
Hey. Ooh, look at that. Look at that precision fire. Get it. All the alt modes. Look at that. That's Perceptor is going to be potentially on, what, 10 if we have a black upgrade here?
Yeah, he's gonna.
Nope, just 9. Okay. But still, that's a not very healthy Perceptor by any means. No upgrade play though, so that's a hard one.
Yeah, because now it's gonna
All the
come
double
down to it.
blues. All right, take Pierce 2 this time.
Now we'll see if he can do it again. This, as weird as it sounds, this is usually what it feels like this comes down to, whether this Quake goes down here or not.
1, 2.
But his characters, those Sky Shadow pieces are so clean.
He already has 2 PTTs in there, so he has to like pretty much have the PTT to even have the play. I don't know. I don't think he can one-shot the Quake with just Perceptor.
No, not without a good showing off play.
And even the Hollow Manor is like not.
Did he? I was gonna say, did he pick up that brainstorm? I didn't see what the piles ended up splitting. So he's just gonna showing off twice. It'll be fine.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Whoa, whoa.
Stop, stop. You do not perform that. You have to play the second action before you resolve Perceptor's flip. So just put the 4 cards back on top and you have to play the second action. Hold on, I can't hear you.
Yeah, like he'll actually flip,
Go ahead.
but
you can talk.
Okay, when did that change? Because I've seen it always played the way I'm doing it. I've never seen it the other way.
It's never been changed. That's the ruling. People just don't understand the correct ruling. If you, I mean, like, I'm a judge, but that's the way it has to be played. You have to finish the triggering of Brainstorm, which is playing both the cards. So you play showing off. You say, I target Perceptor. You flip Perceptor twice, but those triggers don't resolve until you resolve Brainstorm completely.
I see, like Yu-Gi-Oh, that makes so much sense, but I swear, literally, anybody I've ever seen play this card since Perceptor's been a thing has been the other way. But okay. Or even not even Perceptor, the other guy, Springer. But
Springer is actually completely different, which is why it messes everyone up.
Oh, well, see, that's... Okay, so we're good. No big deal.
Okay. Sorry.
Thanks. No big deal.
Okay. Yep, and that just shows you, all right? There is one of the best players in the world, and he still doesn't know that ruling because that's how annoying this game can be.
I know that one, but that's because I play Perceptor, so...
Yeah, it matters sometimes. Because obviously what he wanted to do is find the PTT and play the PTT.
And play it off,
right, which would be phenomenal, right? But yeah, unfortunately, for this time, we cannot do it.
What do we have? Javelin, take cover, belligerence, and PTT.
I honestly, I think you just go 2-2 here.
Yeah, I think you split up to take cover in the PTT, I think, and...
Because he played Hollow Manor also already, so like that doesn't even matter. So he doesn't even get the javelin.
He's flying that halfway under there, and I keep missing it.
Yeah, he just tucks it in.
I mean, I get it. Tight play area, webcam, gotta
I
maximize.
Oh no. He like his stand is like just perfect to fit his mat.
Actually, I have to test out my new webcam. Finally got one.
There you go. No more droid
No,
cam?
I'm not just... Now that I'm just not I couldn't... It would lag so bad.
It's really bad. It's good and bad. Like, I've had people say that, like, their phone overheats, and I'm like, yeah, I believe that.
I believe that, too. Mine is, like, I was on, like, a 30-second delay. I'd, like, wave my hand and look at it, and I was like... Even with, like, the USB port connecting it, I was like, I don't know what's going on. Pretty sure my computer just can't handle it. But I'll avoid the classic laptop propped on box here.
That is that's Scott. Scott's webcam is just mounted on like a high IKEA box.
Oh, that's gonna probably what I'll do. I have like a little stand that was originally from my cell phone I can repurpose, but like I literally had my laptop on top of like an IKEA box.
Oh, I've seen
tilted.
I've been there. I feel you. All right, so he's gonna die and some damage is gonna happen.
Yeah.
Be interested to see what's left in Ventrick's hand here. He didn't play an upgrade last turn, so Maybe that was intent, but hard to say. Well, we got some black triggers again,
Yeah.
so.
Honestly, with that, having that smelt last turn made that a really nice play because now he can effectively
Right.
play that PTT next turn and get that KO on Quake again, probably.
Okay, so he gets the trigger here, so where he can get rid of it and deal the damage. So that'll put the Perceptor to 10. I mean, if he has...
But if he has an upgrade, he's got
He
it.
doesn't. He has Camion Crash, and
Oof.
I think it was counter-espionage.
I mean, he's only playing, what, 9 weapons anyways?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm part of, like, 15 weapons every deck gang, so
even
that's
like
way too low for me.
escape capsule would have been just something, you know?
Yeah. 9's too low for me. 15. Sweet spot.
15 weapons? Sheesh.
Oh, I love weapons.
That's fair. I mean, they're pretty good cards.
You know, because I'm like, what do I want to do every turn? I want to aggro. I want to hit something really, really hard.
See, the funny thing is, so he had the scouting mission. Like, I know it's definitely important to get rid of the Hollow Matter, but I wonder if I would just want a scouting mission to fish for a better weapon.
Yeah, because if
I mean,
you find
the chances
a
of your
fusion bore there,
yeah,
the
the chances of your Krebs KOing that Perceptor is like minimal anyway. So like it might have been worth trying to dig.
He had a better chance if he found the fusion bore.
Right.
And then like just flip 2 black pips, which is not out of the realm of possibility for.
Yeah, I agree.
His deck.
It definitely would have been more likely. I mean, obviously, you just run through the scrap pile to figure it out. But it's just a matter of, like, the Hollow Matter doesn't have to matter there.
What's that? 2 checkpoints, Javelin, and Hostilities?
Yeah. I guess you just go 4-0 and call it a day, right?
Yeah, you turn them.
Yeah, because you're going to try and KO this Perceptor out of combat anyway
I
at
don't
this
think,
point.
like, Steffon doesn't really want anything there.
I mean, the
outside
Javelin's...
of the Javelin.
Yeah, the
I was just
Javelin's
like, outside
fine.
of it. The Hostilities is still nice, but not as great.
I mean, like, I guess this is fine.
I think that's...
I think you just 4-0. Yeah, I mean, you probably just 4-0 no matter what, but I guess now you're just like, whatever, I just got to rid of double blues, etc. But at this point in the game, that might not even be that important.
Yeah, so what's... Because Quake's what, has 11 left? 2 defense? I was trying to see if Perceptor now is sitting on a, 10 attack?
Yeah, but he just flipped, so...
Yeah. Because I was just... So I think this is...
He has the Camion Crash, so, like, if he...
I'm trying to think of who he wants to go after, because if you can't go with Quake, you just need to get rid of Horrible to hope Perceptor still lives, so we get an actual swing out of him.
He's actually going to play it safe here.
Yeah. So I don't think he's in a... It's kind of a tightrope here, depending, but Ventrick's, obviously, he knows he hasn't played an upgrade now in 2 turns.
Right.
He's kind of action clogged at the moment. I'd just be worried here if Perceptor...
Oh, the problem is, if that's a take cover, then he's fine. If it's not a take cover, then he's not fine. He's still pretty fine. I guess if this KOs... I wonder who he's going after here. If it KOs the bull, then he's doing fine.
Yeah, because then it's a lot harder for him to get the KO on Perceptor before he gets to swing. But I'd have to assume it's a take cover.
So he's just at 4. So he's just going to take 3, and he'll get KO'd, right?
Because who does he have on him?
As Briscoe?
Yeah, so that'd be 12. That's enough for the KO.
Right, so that puts the Perceptor in range to be KO'd by Camion Crash now, which we know Ventrick has. So, like, that has to be a take cover or a reflect. Or at least this game gets fairly interesting at that point.
Yeah, because if Perceptor goes down here before he gets the chance here, it gets really awkward because then you can't really PTT like he would probably prefer to do next turn.
I mean, you
Because
you still could.
He could, but it wouldn't be good.
It wouldn't be great. I agree.
Because I wonder if that's what his route was going here to try to, like, because obviously if Sky Shadow Plane dies here, he's fine.
Right.
But if Perceptor goes down and the combination, I'll be a little. Then it depends. Maybe he's holding that one shot stand. Get rid of that little Briscoe. That's where that card comes in handy.
Yeah, card's good. I know that he flipped it. I'm just not positive if it's in his hand or not. After my ruling of Brainstorm, I lost track of things.
Yeah, I was on Ventrick's screen trying to.
Alright, let's see if he has it. Yeah, we got it. We're living large. That's probably just game over.
Yeah, I don't think there's a way to.
Like, honestly, even now, I would just flip my Quake. Like,
just give him that extra defense.
Yeah, I would just flip Quake, send Briscoe, and say, all right, at least I'll, like, because you're not getting a trigger off it anyway. I mean, I guess you can do the one, but that's not good enough. So, it doesn't matter.
He's gotten to play, what, 3 take covers now?
Well, this is game 2. Game 1.
Yeah, I'm just saying overall he's had those and the Hollow Matters down.
Yeah.
Every time, so he's pretty much game plan's gone.
Yep.
Quite according to the book for Steffon.
It's definitely the way it's supposed to go. If you had to write up a playbook, these are the plays you would play.
And this is where I wonder if all the getting rid of some of those oranges is coming back to bite Ventrick a little bit. Because he's not hitting the weapons he needs to really make sure some of these Steffon's bots go down.
Yeah, the weapons can just be low in general. It's like you said, like if you don't have all of the oranges, etc., you need to at least find a way to make your guys do a little more damage. So having 2 or 3 more weapons in the list would probably help that.
No. Because he kind of runs into the problem here where Steffon's hitting these take covers and Hollow Matters, and he's running main board, what, 3...
For mega value here,
4,
Steffon? Like
6, 8, 10...
Oh, there's that one.
Basically, 4... I was counting up here. Out of his 23 actions, about 14 of them are direct damage. So if those are getting nullified by these take covers and Hollow Matters, he's really struggling to push.
Yeah, and it's just one of those, like... See, like, even that, like... He just did the same thing. Like, he just took 3 cards, which are all, like, bombs, basically, and puts a take cover on her. Like, eh. You know? Like, eh. The take cover is not going to matter anymore. We're past that point.
Yeah. Oh, and slaps down the power cell. He's really just,
Well, even here, I mean, what do we have here? He's, what, 11 attack? Once again, like... Oh, that's right. He played showing off. That's right.
Oof. Sick, man. That one goes.
Yeah. So what, he goes to 9. I mean, I guess here... Oh, you know what? He has a mag ray in his hand. So Ventrick has a mag ray in his hand. So that's actually insane.
Yeah, because it'll trigger and then Perceptor will go down too.
Uh-huh.
Oof. All right, Dan, you're up.
This is I mean, unless he got rid of it, I think he still has it. Yeah, here it is. This is gonna be a lot of damage.
Yeah, because what? Sky Shadow Plane will
get KO'd
off of this, so that's a trigger.
Right, so that gets KO'd. The Perceptor takes 2.
Yep.
So that's that. 16, so he has 2 health left. We'll get the guy to come into play. Yeah, that's right. Alright, so yeah. Yeah. That's right, yeah, because the tank dies too. Yep. That's a lot of stuff. So he's on 17, and then he can KO the Sky Shadow. Well, potentially KO the Sky Shadow. And then that would KO...
Take another one for the tank?
Yes. Wait, no. Right?
No.
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 You don't take 1 from the tank.
Correct. Okay.
You do not take a damage from the tank, so you should be 1. You should be at 16, not 17. I meant the Perceptor. Yes. Both of them. Yeah. Yes. Yes. Thank you. Yeah, the tank had 6 damage, went to 17, and yeah, so yeah, he's good there. Oh,
That power cell could not have come at a better time.
Up. All right. Coming back. Hold on.
So
Hi,
after that
friends.
forms,
Hi, friends.
so after that forms, there's no trigger for Quake off the tank, correct?
There is no trigger for the tank.
Okay.
Correct.
Cool. All right. Cool.
Okay.
All right.
Cool. All right. Carry on.
And just to clarify, I think that's because the tank isn't.
The tank just combines, right?
It combines just
right.
because of the sync.
Right.
Just making sure I'm. See, today I'm learning, guys. Never too late.
So, the thing here is.
Does he have the javelin? Oh, he does have the javelin.
Oh god, that's so good. The problem here is he. There's a chance he doesn't KO the Sky Shadow on the attack.
Yeah, because he only has 5.
But like, I think this is one of those situations where like you gotta risk it for the biscuit.
I mean, yeah, this is the best case scenario. Like you gotta.
Like you're just like, oh no, he's actually kind of good because he KOs the Perceptor. Oh, I don't know, I don't like that. I don't like that. Yeah, because if you KO the Perceptor, you get to deal the damage, and all you have to do is deal 2. Oof. I mean, I understand why we're doing. Okay, he did. Okay, all right, we're good. All right. That's way better. I like this way better. Because that puts him to 18, and then it's like, all right, my attack just has to get there, and if it gets there, I'm in great shape.
If not.
Yeah, if not, it's not as pretty. That's for sure.
Oof.
1. Oof. So
okay,
he's at 6.
5.
That's not. Oh no, he's at 7. That's good enough. Yeah, he got him.
Nice.
All right.
The orange just showed up when the.
Oof. I mean, I think he would have took the 2 blacks, but and he's just gonna go to game. All right, they're just gonna go to game. Is it? Oh no, he's not. Is he?
No,
okay,
he's
no.
not.
Okay, I was making sure. It looked like when he flipped his heads back over. I'm like, we're just gonna go for it.
Now I don't know, Steffon. How much damage does Quake have? 3. Ooh.
3 down. Yeah, I mean, you're asking a lot, for sure. But
especially
because we still have a Grax to also get through.
Yeah.
So and like,
really.
I feel like I should just tell them this, like, just so you guys know, there's 14 minutes left in the round.
Ooh.
Guessing games.
Yeah, I think Briscoe's still the right call here because you just hope you.
Okay. I get it. I mean, he's gonna get damage on. Let's see. Did he name the right card? I'm not sure.
Probably not.
I mean, I know mathematically I would have named black every time, so.
Yeah, and he flipped. It was a PTT, wasn't it?
Right.
And he only took. Yeah, he definitely didn't get it.
Yeah. Like I said, mathematically you should name black, so it can happen. But that is pure swore.
Yep. I mean, if that paralyzer box would have been right, we're
9 plus 4, 13. Yeah.
That would have
been good enough.
That's why I like the box on Briscoe instead of Ominous, especially at least with the belligerents, because more than likely your Pierce is always going to get max value here.
Yeah.
Oof.
So, what is our card? Our card's fight per position. I'd probably just stick with the fight per position. I mean, like, you might be able to get value out of that, but out of the wedge, but I think fight's probably just better.
Yeah.
Like, he doesn't have any secret actions down, etc., so...
Or he just top decks that next javelin, drops it.
That PTG is not very good, that's for sure.
Yeah, he just scoops him.
Yeah, I think he realizes that the time isn't there.
I mean, I think it was definitely right with what he had there to keep playing.
Yeah, I mean, if he hits,
he's
he's
box
good.
is right, he's...
Yeah.
living pretty.
He's gonna go.
Then you got to figure out if it comes down to if Steffon's heads can actually do enough damage to Grax, because without knowing if he has a weapon or not.
I wonder if Steffon just said shotgun going first. Because that's the reason why you bring in the Doom Shot. Alright. Well, I think you had a good call there, Weidman. And I think this game's going to go to time. Offline, Weidman's like, I think this game's going to go to time. Alright. One up for you, sir.
This has about as many different things happening in one matchup as you can get.
Mm-hmm.
Just with, all the heads, all the different characters, Perceptor's flips, doing the calculations just based off of what damage is going to happen when with the Quake triggers. It's
I'm here watching it. I just got confused by what you said.
Yeah, exactly. There's too much. Just ban
Madness.
Perceptor. Don't
Stop
ban
it.
Perceptor. I can't say it. I love Perceptor. I've played
on
two
record.
events now.
On record, once again. Matt Smith says it's cool. We're good.
Perfect. Oh no, I've said I think he's the only way control decks can really function well at the moment.
I said that 4 months ago.
Yeah. Well, someone had inside information, Dan. Not all of us were privy to.
That's not entirely true. I didn't know there wasn't going to be another good blue character release, man. I don't know what to tell you.
It's definitely been strange that no one else has been able
it's
to.
not really that strange.
Not strange, but I wish there was at least like
I agree.
couple.
Yeah, only because the Optimus isn't there yet, and some of the other characters aren't really there yet either, and Value Town.
I was just looking. Now that I was looking at the list, and I was looking through my builds, and I was like, how many of these are blue? And I was like,
Man,
2.
Erratic
How many of these have
energy grenade
Perceptor?
every game.
Stefan, you gotta cut that deck. Come on.
Oh, he didn't let him take it back. I don't blame him.
Oh, because he didn't flip the
He
horrible?
forgot to flip, yeah.
Oh, that's gonna be...
Yep, it's gonna matter.
I've had that happen before. I forgot to flip Perceptor turn 1.
It's because, they know that time is fast and he skipped it, but hey, then the rules. I gotta move this because it can't even see it on Steffon's mat. There we go. Put it there.
What do we have? Ooh. Yep,
So-
you split up. That seems right.
If that's what we did, that's probably right, because Hovercraft's actually really good because it's 3 damage, and that 3 damage likely matters a lot.
Oh yeah.
Especially in a spread way.
And also just being able to... It cleans up 2 of the 3 heads.
Right, and the one shell stand is just, it's a push on the damage, which, if we go to time, it's going to matter. So it's like, at least it's like, well, if you're doing it, then you can take it.
That's where Ventrick's gotta hope he sees those weapons that have been few and far between for him outside of the javelins.
Mm-hmm. The thing is here, which changes a lot of information, is the idea that all the damage can actually be played differently, because you have to know this game is not going to end. So you actually have to just play to your strength, which is why you see a javelin go, or you see the Camion go and the javelin go with the horrible, because it's like, I'm not going to get to that Quake anyway, so it's not going to matter. So he's just going to do what he can,
Yep, it's the game 3s doesn't really even feel like the same matchup when the time here.
Sometimes it's really tough.
There.
And that grenade only helps if it goes off. Oh, there's a grenade launcher.
Oh.
That's pretty cool.
Yep, exactly what he wants to see here.
And
And
Kamian.
Yep.
Not bad, not bad. You deal damage
No,
Quake.
this is where the large amounts of direct damage, they normally help, but being able to just get that extra damage out a little quicker. Because Steffon has to go slightly
who did
more
he shoot
aggressive
at?
on his own end.
So he shoots a Perceptor here, and there's, I mean, like, I'm not saying that that's bad or anything, but once again, I think that it's not necessary anymore.
No. Because even with the grenade launcher, Horrible's hitting, what, 9 or 8 then?
9, yeah. So he does, pretty, wait, yeah, 3, so 6, yeah.
See, that's where I almost think he maybe wants to crash into the Sky Shadow.
It's either that or you just, you might want to just hit the tank. Just to, like, spread the damage out a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
This way, like, if he does have, like, the PTT, etc., at least you're getting more value out of it. Because this isn't going to be the game that you're, like, this Quake is very unlikely to KO this Perceptor type scenario. Because, I mean, this Perceptor, honestly, if he doesn't want to, he might not even KO anything this turn. There you go. There's your smelt.
That's good. Perfect. Okay.
Alright. No more Quake triggers for you, sir.
I've honestly gotten to be a big fan of was playing those on my Sky Shadow pieces instead of Perceptor a lot. Just force you to actually swing into it instead of...
Yeah, like if you just get to... But, I mean, he already showed his, his hand by throwing the Kamian crash at the Perceptor, so it's like, well, if he's going to do that, then I'm just going to make him not be able to do that. But I think if it were the other way, I would agree, like, just protect one of the pieces from damage. Alright, so... We definitely get a flip Quake here. Looks like he has Precision Fire there and PTT. I almost think that you might actually have to PTT here.
Yeah.
Like, if he PTTs here, he gets to do another damage to Sky Shadow each. Yeah, alright. I'm actually very in favor of this play, because like he actually gains health here on top of that. And and what he does is that he now has a very healthy Doom Shot that, like, probably has to get attacked.
That goes back to it there, where I almost would have liked that Kamian crash last turn to go on to
Right.
that Sky Shadow playing, because one more
So you wonder
good
here.
flip would have...
I guess he doesn't have an upgrade again, so there you go. Alright, so the Quake is going to go into 5. I mean, you probably go into the... I mean, I guess if you're just going for damage, you're going to go in the Perceptor. Ouch. And you're going to hit Perceptor for a pretty good amount, if that's what he attacked.
Yeah, I'm waiting to... I think he went after one of the Sky Shadow playing.
Oof. Interesting. Well, I mean, the good news is he has a Piece of Tyranny.
No. Now, I think this... he's got to have... I'm curious here, because if he doesn't have an upgrade, he's just sitting there with... Because, I mean, I don't think he's going to get the KO with Sky Shadow here.
Right.
Or, so, that's where it's tough. Especially because Perceptor's not taking any damage. So what do we have?
There's a bashing shield.
Health on the field, 12... 18 versus 13,
15, 17.
5. Yeah, it's...
Right, so here's a wedge.
So he's gotta hope he draws a weapon off of this.
Like, you have to do the damage. Well, this is the worst part now, is that you can't even attack that Sky Shadow. So it's like...
Yeah.
You know?
Like, the thing you really want to KO here.
Right. This is the only reason why I would have definitely have attacked with the Doom Shot first, to be honest. I would have, like, sent the Doom Shot into the tank.
And then see if your draw, you get another direct damage to possibly force the...
Right. Like, you could just... like, you would have just took some... Well, that was a good draw, but... Yeah. Like, I think he just tried to go into Sky Shadow there and realized that he couldn't.
Yeah.
So that's, what, 8 or 7?
Yeah, because now if you're Sky Shadow here, you just KO Horrible and make his head attack.
It would depend. I mean, there's a minute
I
and
think the
43
health-
seconds left, so
Yeah.
I
don't know
guess
if we'll-
it's going to depend on where the health lives. Because like I think if you can do maximum amount of damage, you might just run
you
into
go
Quake.
into Quake.
Yeah. Oh no, he can't. He has to go into Doom Shot unless he has an answer to it.
Oh, is he brave the whole?
He's just brave.
Ooh,
Period. Yeah.
Gotcha. So,
So like he has to
Javelin will-
have. Well, no, the javelin doesn't do anything because he has to.
No, I'm just saying, like, yeah, the javelin still help him put damage on somebody else.
Right, right.
So he's definitely.
So like he has to have K-Main Crash or One Shell Stand. What did he do?
Which
4-0.
probably what he was.
I think there you. I don't know. I think.
No,
you
he
just,
split the javelins with the.
Yeah, see there, like
Big Rise
that is just
handheld.
that's just a straight 4-0. You're just like whatever. Like your Perceptor's not going to attack again anyway, probably.
Oh,
So he has the One Shell Stand.
okay, so this is.
Does defensive driving work for himself?
Oh, I have no idea.
I don't either.
Come on, Dan, you're the rules man here.
I don't know.
I'm looking it up. Text from an opponent's card, so yeah, he would
Alright.
still take it.
Okay.
Which is looks like why he's trying to decide if he's doing it at the Sky Shadow or not.
Mm-hmm.
Now they're trying to. So now here, man. So because Horrible is going to take another damage on the Sky Shadow, which will. Oh, this is. He can't.
Mm-hmm. Time and round, guys.
Oh.
Just so you know. Ah, mistake.
So now time around, you just go into.
And this matchup's a
Quake
headache.
here.
It's not even about anything. Like,
Yeah.
Quake just makes it
I put
all-
them on so
who,
they can
who are
hear
you
them now.
attacking?
into your. How many cards do you have in hand? You have 2, right?
2, yeah.
Yeah, attacking into the Quake.
Alright.
Okay.
Yep, 1, 2. For 9.
For 9, block 2, take 7.
Yep. All right, now call the judge here because I think I think this is where we stop. If not, then we'll keep going.
No,
But-
yeah, you would stop. I can hear
Yeah.
you guys. You're already up.
Okay.
Yeah.
You just have to count remaining health total.
Remaining health total, I'm
So
on.
remaining health, so 8. I have.
No, don't
Yeah.
count. Don't
You
count.
got it. I think you got it. I have
Just count what the remaining health total is in play currently. So you have
3.
1 on Sky Shadow and then whatever's left on Perceptor.
Oh, okay, 8. So there's 4 left on. Do I count Briscoe for South?
No.
For,
Well, yeah, you add the 3 to Perceptor. Like you don't
Right.
count Briscoe twice. Only once.
Right.
Yeah.
So 15, 7, and 1, so 8.
You have 8 left, and I have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wow.
So
That's
now
it.
what? That,
You win.
I think you win. Think you win by 1.
You win
Yeah,
by
because
1.
I have 9,
is that part of the rules too?
Yeah.
Well,
1,
I
2,
don't read
3.
rules, really.
4. I have 7 left.
Yeah. Okay.
And you have 1, and yeah, 5, 6, 7. Yeah.
You only have
That's
7 left, Ventrick? Just
Well, I have
13
7
minus
on...
7 is 6. Right? And then how many?
Okay.
How much is left on
Yeah.
Horrible?
Oh, 3.
4.
So you have
3.
9.
I have 9.
Yeah.
Is it?
Because
Okay.
there's 7 damage on Quake, and you have 13 total,
Yeah.
so that's 6. And then you have 8
No,
damage.
I don't have 13 total. I have 11 total.
Oh, that's right. You're down the head. That's right. That's right.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Briscoe.
So then it's 7. Okay. So it's 11
Yeah.
minus 7, so that's 4, and then
4.
yeah. Okay.
And you know what this boiled down to, Steffon?
What?
me not flipping Horrible on turn 1.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I caught myself like a second too
Yeah,
late.
I don't know if you could tell, but I had let him take back a couple moves throughout the match.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
All right.
No,
Yeah.
I could tell that one. I could tell that one.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good games, boys.
I caught it, but I caught it too late. Good game, Steffon. That was a crazy match. And next turn, I had the bashing shield, and I had direct damage. If we got there.
Real quick.
Yeah, that was tough.
Yeah, that was my first time playing against it too. So it was I think my favorite part of the game was your comeback, honestly, in game 2.
Yeah,
And
that was
then,
crazy.
oh no, also the smelt answer on the erratic. Like,
Yeah. Yeah, but that was ridiculous that like game 1 and 2 I did not play a weapon.
yeah. Yeah, I had my sabotage set, and I was like, he probably has to just top deck a weapon. If not, then
Yeah.
I mean, that javelin though, you drew a weapon, but it mattered.
All right, I'm gonna mute them just so we can close up. So yeah, that came down to the wire again. Tight game, and I think Ventrick's absolutely correct. The fact that he didn't get his horrible flip on 1 was the difference maker for sure. He lost out on a ton of damage.
I mean, how many? So who actually? Because who had the most health left there? Because Ventrick had it still, but...
I forgot that Ventrick didn't have a Grax, he had a Krebs, so I was counting as if he had Grax, but he couldn't because he boarded in Doomshot.
Oh, yep, I was thinking the exact same thing.
So like when I was counting, I'm like, he kept saying 7. I'm like, how's that possible?
I was thinking I was doing the 13 total for him and not.
Yeah, so that's why I was confused, because I was looking, I was like, he has 7 health left or something. I'm really confused. But yeah, as soon as he pointed out it was Krebs, I was like, oh, never mind. That's all of it. So, but yeah, tight games, close games. Definitely came down to potentially a misflip in game 3 for at least time ratio idea. I think if you're not in time, to me, Steffon was pretty ahead in that game.
I think so, because I think there, instead of going into Quake,
he would just KO, yeah,
and then force the head to attack into
right, and then he just has. Yeah, I agree. He can do a lot of different things there. So, but all in all, thanks for hanging out tonight, Nick. It was fun. And we'll have to do it again maybe later in the top 8 since you will be on vacation coming up. So we'll see if we can get you back in for a top 8.
Cabin isolation, here I come.
There you go. All right, guys, we're gonna get out of here. Thanks for hanging out and watching the game. I'm not exactly sure when we'll be back this week, but it will be someday. Probably not Tuesday or Wednesday, maybe